Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. On my channel, I talk about manifesting and I help teach you and talk about how to deliberately create your life, manifest the life of your dreams, manifest money, manifest your specific person, manifest anything into your life. And today I have I just want to read some Neville Goddard because he's incredible, right? He's amazing. So I have Neville Goddard, the complete reader. And what I'm going to read is from The Power of Awareness. It's chapter 21, Free Will. And here's what Neville Goddard wrote. And I want to talk a little bit about self-concept because there's nothing to change but yourself and your perception of yourself. And here's what Neville said. If you had a different concept of yourself, everything would be different. You are what you are. So everything is as it is. The events which you observe are determined by the concept you have of yourself. If you change your concept of yourself, the events ahead of you in time are altered. But thus altered, they form again a deterministic sequence starting from the moment of this changed concept. You are a being with powers of intervention, which enable you, by a change of consciousness, to alter the course of observed events. In fact, to change your future. Neville goes on to say, deny the evidence of your senses. Okay? That's circumstances don't matter, right? Neville's saying deny the evidence of your senses because that's only the effect. It's not the cause. The cause of your life, the cause of your life is your imagination. That's first cause, your imagination, okay? Deny the evidence of the senses and assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Inasmuch as your assumption is creative and forms an atmosphere, your assumption, if it be a noble one, increases your assurance and helps you reach a higher level of being. If, on the other hand, your assumption be an unlovely one, it hinders you and makes you downward waste sifter. Just as the lovely assumptions create a harmonious atmosphere, so the hard and bitter feelings create hard and bitter atmosphere. This means to make your assumptions the highest, noblest, happiest concepts. There's no better time than to start now. The present moment is always the most opportune in which to eliminate all unlovely assumptions and to concentrate only on the good. Why do you want to only concentrate on the good and the lovely assumptions? Because your assumptions are manifesting and creating your reality. So if you have bitter and you have bitter assumptions and you have resentment and you have hatred and anger, then your reality reflects what's within you, and those will be your experiences. And that is why he is saying create assumptions that are the highest, noblest, happiest, because you want to reflect a reality that reflects that experience. The present moment is always the most opportune time in which to eliminate all unlovely assumptions and to concentrate only on the good, right? The reason he's talking about the present moment, because that's the only time that exists. And whatever you're focused on in the present moment, that overcomes, transcends, and surpasses anything from the past. As well as yourself, claim for others their divine inheritance. Okay, with your specific person. So not only for yourself, declare your divine inheritance. Your divine inheritance is health, love, abundance, prosperity, like the sum total of all of what's manifested in the world. Okay, so not only declare it for yourself, but declare it for others. Declare for your specific person. Declare for all the people in your world. See only their good and the good in them. See, this is really powerful. This is really key, especially manifesting a specific person. See only their good and the good in them. Because why? You're going to manifest a reality where you experience the good in them. When you focus on the good, right, hot and cold behavior, you don't want to focus on the cold behavior. You focus on the behavior that you prefer to experience, the hot behavior, the lovely behavior. When you put your focus and intention there, you manifest or you experience reality that shows you more of that experience. You'll see more from that person. You focus on the loving aspect of that person and you bring more of that into your experience. Okay, stir the highest in others to confidence and self-assertion by your sincere assumption of their good. And you will be their prophet and their healer, for an inevitable fulfillment awaits all sustained assumptions. Okay, so I've been reading, I just read a couple paragraphs of The Power of Awareness, Neville Goddard, because he's a brilliant man. And it's a reminder, in just those few paragraphs I read, it talked about self-concept, okay? The world all shapes and forms around you and your own personal identity. So however you see yourself is what you're experiencing in the world, okay? And how we see ourselves, for many of us, we don't even really realize how we see ourselves. Or maybe we didn't want to address it. Maybe we felt jealous, insecure, unloved, and we just kind of, we sweep it under the couch or the table or the rug, right? You just push that aside. Here's the thing. It's about deeming or claiming your self-concept the way you want it to be and become that version of you by claiming it. Because we're not just this human self, right? We're more than that. So Neville also, in those 3 paragraphs I read, in the second paragraph, he talks about deny the senses of what you see. Okay, that's ignore the 3D. Ignore circumstances. Those circumstances do not have any more power over you. So you have to deny your senses, deny what you see, and you give more faith into your imagination, which is your creative power, and which is creating your reality. Okay, and then in that last paragraph, he's talking about really like the golden rule. Think about the lovely things in life. Think the best of others. Focus on the best in other people, not only yourself, but in the others that you're co-creating with. See the best in them, because you're going to create the reality where you'll see more of that. You'll have more experiences of it. All right, I am going to answer some questions. Hi, hello everybody. Valentino, hi. You said tips on manifesting $1 billion lottery. All right, so it's actually today in my VIP group. If any of you are interested in joining my VIP group, if you kind of thought you might want to, today would be a good day to join. I just gave a lecture, a discussion about manifesting $5,000. So that is our challenge. It's not even a challenge because we're going to do it. We're going to manifest $5,000. I know it's not the billion, but here's the point. I gave some examples of where people manifested, not only myself, but other people, Neville Goddard's examples of manifesting money in 3 days, manifesting quickly, and manifesting that exact amount. And when you manifest that exact amount, my dog's scratching. When you manifest that exact amount and you realize that you could be manifesting more, it starts to get you to this vision of a bigger, broader understanding. Rocky, what are you doing? Okay, so manifesting the lottery. There is, I noticed on YouTube, there's sort of a newer channel. Maybe his name's Timothy Schultz. And I've used some of his examples within my VIP group. Back to the VIP group. If you wanted to join free for 3 days, the link's in my bio. And what I talked about today with manifesting money, I have a whole discussion topic area about manifesting money. So go join my group, watch the videos and see what you think and feel, okay? Because you just have to be the version of you who has that win, okay? You be the version of you who, what would you be saying? Right? That version of you. You think the thoughts of that version of you. So, I mean, those are the affirmations you want to say. So what affirmations would you say? I'm a lottery winner. Wow, this is so great. I have so much money. I'm one of the wealthiest people in the world. This feels incredible. You know, Oprah manifested $1 billion. Okay, so look into her story. It doesn't have to be the lottery. You don't have to micromanage that it's the lottery, because it can come in infinite possibilities. All right, so she manifested. She wrote it down. She wrote down she was going to be a billionaire, and she put it on her dresser. Okay, so think the thoughts, say the affirmation. You really just light up the vision of that version of you, because that version of you already exists. So when you're thinking of that version of you and you're focused on that reality, then you're saying affirmations, or you're affirming, or having inner conversations, you're scripting or imagining any of those things that will help you put your focus on the vision of what you do want. Okay, and so I was mentioning that YouTube channel I recently found, Timothy Schultz. It's all about people who have won the lottery, and I think most of them have won it using the law of attraction, law of assumption, manifesting. They've all manifested it, or at least most of them. So you want to find other resources that help build up your belief, okay? Because the belief in the world might be scarcity. I mean, everything exists, right? But you do not want to put your focus on scarcity, probability, right? You need to put your focus on unlimited. All things are possible. And then you find evidence in your world that supports that desire that you want. Cats, kittens. Yeah, the Matrix is scary. Want it out of here. I know. Well, I mean, it's not scary for me, because you're creating that kind of reality. I generally don't really call it the Matrix, but sure, it is the Matrix, if you want to call it the Matrix, the world that we live in. But it's not a scary place. It's only scary if you put your focus on that kind of reality. You can shift and change your reality to, I've done this. I've shifted to a reality where it's beautiful and it's amazing and it's supportive and it feels like bliss and it feels like joy. And sure, there could be a couple downs, but that's okay, because I already take value for any ups and downs. I mean, my life really goes up, 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 up. It has not, I'm creating a reality where I don't have to have hills and valleys. I don't adopt that belief anymore. I believe that I could just keep going up, 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 up. Okay, so your beliefs are going to be what's creating your reality. Your beliefs, your assumptions, your thoughts, your feelings, the sum total of how you think reality works. And if you're all about conspiracy theories, because that's still part of like what exists, but I don't focus on that. That has nothing to do with what I want to live. Okay, the scary situation has nothing to do with what I want to experience. So you can intentionally create a way better situation. Yeah, the book I was reading, it's Neville Goddard. Most of you know that, but sorry if it's, can you read it? I can't tell, is that backwards or not backwards? Neville Goddard, The Reader. So within The Reader, there are many different books of his, and I was reading The Power of Awareness. I'm still not sure I want SP, as I did not like the comeback and no reply. I'm focusing on me. Beautiful. How do you change the SP version? Imagine. Okay, understand, all you really have to do is change you. Change you. And you change you, and everything in your world reflects the new version of you. So in order to change your specific person, you just change you. Okay, so how do you change you? Well, you didn't like the way that they come back and no reply. Okay, so the new version of you has expectations of how you're treated in a relationship. And when so as you solidify the version of you who says, you know what, if you don't reply to me, you're out. Okay? Or you don't, or maybe you want to say, this is what I expect. Like, this is what you say to yourself. You say to yourself, about in relation to a relationship, I expect consistent communication. I expect you to be a part of my life. I expect you to treat me like a priority. I expect you to respect me, or partner, right? You're thinking about your partner. So what do you expect them to do? What do you expect a boyfriend to do in your life? Or what do you expect a girlfriend to treat you? How do you expect them to treat you? They treat you with respect, with kindness, with replying. They value you. They see your worth and value. They know you're enough. Okay, so you get clear on who you are, and your world reflects that. SP will reflect the new version of you. You're not going to put any importance into somebody who doesn't value you. If someone doesn't value you, you're not giving them the time of day. Because you got to value yourself before you value someone else. You prioritize yourself before you prioritize someone that doesn't prioritize you. Okay, so when you start taking all your power back, you're already doing this, okay? So you're solidifying this better and better and better. So keep solidifying that version of you that's like, I take my power back. I expect to be treated this way. And then you write it down. Write your list down and then read that every day or affirm it, right? You're going to know what that list is. And that list could grow and grow and grow. You might add more to the list each day. What does that list look like? How? Because you're getting more clear, right? Right now you're getting more clear. Do I want them? Not want them? Here's what you want. You want to be loved. You want to be chosen, right? These are the things you want. It could be that specific person, or what if someone even better came in? Because there are infinite possibilities. It could be that SP coming in even better. So rather than focus on that person, or even all the people, any person, focus on how, like what would the end goal look like? The end goal looks like you want to be loved. You want to be in a relationship, right? What's like the meaning behind the relationship for you? Well, you like to have a partner in your life, and you want to laugh with someone, you want to have fun, you want to feel like you're loved unconditionally, you want to feel like you're not judged, that you're someone that's open, someone that's ready for a relationship. So get clear on that. Get clear on what the relationship looks like. In my VIP group, that's my monthly subscription group, I have a workshop. It's a series workshop that I did. There's 9 videos within the series, 30 days to create your ideal self-concept. So in that video series, I talk about how to see yourself in relationship to different things in your world. And then and get clear on. So one particular topic is, how do you see yourself in relation to a relationship? And what do you want from a relationship? And the more you get clear what you want, that's what you'll create, because you will be putting your focus on what you want. What we tend to do, and this is what you don't want to do, not everybody, but we can tend to focus on what we don't want. Okay, like, oh, I hate that behavior, and I hate when he doesn't reply to me, and I don't like that. But look at that. If you're saying things like that, you're really focused on what you don't want, and then you create what you don't want. Okay, or you have those experiences, or you might meet someone new and you have that same experience because you didn't break the cycle. And you break the cycle by affirming and putting your focus on what you do want instead of putting your focus on what you don't want. Okay, and you could say things to yourself because you said, I'm not sure if I want SP. Just get clear on what you want, which is the relationship that you want. Get clear on what that looks like, because as you get clear on that, that will come into your life. Maybe your specific person will show up. Okay, maybe it will be someone new. You can be open to all possibilities. Why not? Why don't you just allow yourself to be open to all possibilities? You don't have to just like hone in on one possibility when there are infinite possibilities in the world. There are infinite versions of your specific person. There are infinite versions of every person. Okay, so focus more on, how do you want to feel? You want to feel safe. You want to feel secure. You want to feel loved. You want to feel like it's a great relationship. You want to feel like you could talk all night and just have the best conversation. It feels like you've known each other forever. You want to be able to sit and have lunch together at a restaurant, and even if you didn't talk, that's cool, because you feel so safe and so secure with each other. You don't have to talk. Like, you feel comfort in their presence, right? In each other's presence. So these are ideas that I'm helping you see the vision. If you focus on a vision like that, that's the kind of reality you'll create. So stop focusing on what you need to change about them, what they did that hurt you, what you don't want from them, and you focus on what you do want. That's going to be a huge game changer in your reality. Okay, and you're asked about, should you imagine? I mean, just affirm it, if whatever feels best to you. Personally, I affirm most of the things that I'm manifesting. I just affirm it. At the same time, when I affirm it, I know I'm imagining it, because we're already thinking in pictures. We're already thinking generally in pictures. You would like to thank me for all the lives and videos. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Okay, Sally, thank you for following. Another follower, TLK me. You needed this emerald green. Good. I'm glad you're here. I'm here for you. Okay, I came on so you can align to this reality, not from me, but help you get right. Because there are things in our world. What are you going to align with? Are you going to align with the things you don't want or the things you do want? So I'm glad that we are both here at the same place at the same time. You're in the right place at the right time. You're listening to the audiobook right now, Raw Talk. Great. And there are so many people that read Neville Goddard on YouTube, like Reality Revolution. That's a great YouTube channel. He reads a lot of Neville Goddard. It's hard when you're around people who aren't on the same frequency, I think. Right. Okay, but look, let me mention something to you, and then I want you to have a little light bulb moment. Whatever we're saying and whatever we're thinking is what's manifesting. Okay? So when you say it's hard, when the people you're around, they're not on the same frequency. But look, you're aligning with that reality because that's, okay, I get it. You were thinking that because in the past, this is all, you didn't really know it. Your friends didn't know it. Nobody was aligned with that, right? That's your old reality. And everything in it, your past, is really the old version of you that didn't know that you had this power within you, that you're the God of your reality. But once you wake up and you start reading and you start knowing more and you start experiencing, you kind of think, not you, but generally, people might think that you still look at the other people in your world as if they haven't changed. But you could actually change that. Okay, you could actually change that by saying something different. Like, more and more people around me are at the same frequency. Or, I meet more people on the same frequency. I intend to meet more people that I resonate with. Okay. So because you're saying it's hard, okay, because the world is reflecting you old versions of people. Start seeing the new version of other people. Okay, I start to see a vision of like everybody's waking up and people are resonating with this material and everyone thinks this is really cool and interesting and intriguing. Okay, those aren't the things I said at first. At first I was thinking, okay, this is a little crazy. I kind of feel alone. No one else knows about this. Nobody resonates with this. Okay, and then my world reflected that. And I saw that and I could recognize, I go, oh, wow, wait, I think I'm creating, I was aligning with that reality. I stayed in that reality where I woke up, but other people didn't, or maybe immediately around me. Okay, so when you start to affirm what you do want, people around me are waking up. Everyone is resonating with this material. I'm finding more friends that just discovered Neville Goddard and we're having the same topics. Okay, see how you could create a vision and a picture of your reality that you would probably prefer? You got that? I mean, ultimately, you could create what you're going to create what you want to create. This applies to everybody. This applies with everybody because this is like with your specific person, with people at work, right? You start to get the bigger picture of how do you want to be seen and perceived. Not that you care so much what other people think, but more from of like what the place of how do you want to experience other people in your reality. You don't want to create a reality where you feel alone and no one around you gets you, right? Because we could start to think that when you're waking up to realize you're the God of your reality. And you might be thinking about, who can I even talk about this to? Okay, well, you can talk about this with people. You just have to affirm that. You start to see the bigger picture in your reality. Okay, Shelley, how exactly do we switch states? Is it the same as change of attitude? Yes, yeah, switching states. You know, I mean, Neville Goddard kind of describes states as like we're always switching states throughout the day. You could you could feel scarcity earlier in the day, and then you got paid, and you're like, you know what? I feel more abundant. Okay, so we're always changing states. States is that like dominant feeling or mood that you have. Okay, so it is really an attitude. It's a mood, it's an attitude. You change states by feeling the mood or feeling the attitude of the version of you with your desire. Feel the attitude of the version of you who could spend so lavishly and so freely. What would that feel like? What would the mood be? Okay, because you don't have to, whoever asked about manifesting the $1 billion, you don't have to have $1 billion to feel abundant. You could feel abundant from the gratitude you have at living in your home and having a roof over your head. And that's going to be aligning and matching the feeling and the mood of someone who has money to spend, right? Who's living a lavish lifestyle. Okay, so there are a lot of ways to tap into that mood and that attitude. Okay, and simply by affirming that version of you, by with affirmations, you will change who you are and who you are being. If we save your videos, can we can we save it as manifesting too? What do you mean? If we save your videos? I guess I don't understand your question. Oh, use your, okay, here's the other part. Meant to say use your videos. Okay, so these, the videos on, the videos that I already post on TikTok, I have a lot of affirmation videos. Save those will be powerful for you. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I post all of these videos here that when I go live, I post my lives here from TikTok onto YouTube. So you could watch all these over, you could watch my past videos that I've gone live on YouTube. And on YouTube, I also have meditations. Yeah, hi, and I saw Jillian, hello. Mel Billings, thank you, you're sweet, I appreciate that. Okay, how would you recommend, this is Emerald Green, how would you recommend to manifest multiple things? I'm manifesting weight loss, finances, love. I was just thinking about this earlier because I was going to have my topic be just to affirm that you're already perfect. Okay, so one of the techniques that's really powerful that Neville Goddard and many people use this technique, it's the isn't it wonderful, okay? Because I do have a video about this. Look on my feed. It's isn't it wonderful? It's a story about a woman in her 50s who she needed so many things. She needed a new job. She didn't have any clothes. She didn't have a car. She needed to pay her rent. She didn't have the money to pay her rent. And she manifested that. So she started to manifest which she did. She manifested bringing money into her life. And she did that by using the affirmation. It was like a bigger blanket, right? A bigger statement. Isn't it wonderful? Okay, because imagine you have everything you want. You would be thinking like, isn't this great? Like, doesn't this feel perfect? Isn't this incredible? Okay, you got the weight loss. It feels great. It's already done. The money's in the bank. You already have the relationship. So it doesn't have to be, isn't it wonderful? I like that one. I like that affirmation. Isn't it wonderful? Right? So she would say the affirmation, isn't it wonderful, as she went to bed every night. And you could say that every morning and every night. And then through the day, anytime you have a thought about it, just think, isn't it wonderful? Everything's working out for me. Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening right now. Okay, but you could change that. Isn't it perfect? Isn't my life amazing? Isn't my life perfect? I'm not saying go out and start screaming to everyone, my life's perfect. Okay, these are internal affirmations and you're thinking from already having the life that you want. So if you have the life you already want, you have the body you already want, wouldn't you feel like, oh my God, this is perfect. Feels good. Okay, you have the money in the bank, you'd feel like this is just perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna go buy that outfit. I'm gonna go buy that gift. I could be very generous when I tip, like all these things that you could be thinking, okay? So use that one affirmation to encompass all of it. I'm already living my dream life. I already have everything I ever wanted. So, I mean, affirmation could be personal to you. Isn't it wonderful? Or any of the other ones I've suggested. And so practice feeling, like practice the feeling as you say that affirmation. Isn't it perfect? I'm so lucky that everything worked out perfectly for me. So try that. Watch the video that I posted. It's Gem. Do SP affirmations need an action? Calling me, coming to me, etc., or is thinking missing enough? I personally like adding action onto it. Okay. Add the action. Feel this is why you'll hear manifestation teachers talk about being in the scene, because as you say an affirmation, you might start to notice, like you might be thinking like somebody misses you, and then you're affirming that. Now you start to talk to a friend and they say, oh yeah, my person just told me how much they miss me. Now, like, you're witnessing in your reality that some of your affirmations, right? Okay, so do you want to feel that you're experiencing it? What would that feel like, that you're experiencing the call and you're experiencing being together? What does that feel like? Okay, not necessarily the emotion. You can get into the emotion, but what would you be thinking, saying, feeling? Okay, use I am affirmations, even for SP affirmations. Use I am affirmations. So that's going to work for you. I think I just have a minute more, then I have to get going. Mariana, I manifested the same exact scene, but not with my SP. It was quite a bit frustrating. Yeah. Okay, but just take it as a success, okay? Because you manifested, not that I'm saying it's a success, but you don't take it more for the value, okay? The value is you realized you created it, okay? You created the exact scene. Okay, not with your SP. So if it worked for someone else, it'll work for your SP. Right? Remember, you want to put your own meaning on everything. Your own meaning is what's already creating things. So put your own meaning. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Okay, if it worked for that person, it's going to work for SP. It doesn't have to feel frustrating. Start to feel like you're just learning this skill. It's a new skill and you're just learning a new skill. And it takes practice to learn a new skill. And as you learn the new skill, you're going to be instant at it. You're going to be so good at it. Okay, so start to see that version of you who's like, wow, now you're even better, because from that experience, you're going to understand this deeper. Plus, it helped prove to you that you're the operant power. Like, is there any doubt in your mind that you created that? So what? It wasn't the right person. Now you just learned. It's like you got more conviction that it's you. So see, do you see how you could find value in so many different things? But instead, you're thinking it's a bit frustrating. Well, that's okay. I get it. Like that's old model of thinking. Stop thinking like that. Stop focusing on that. I mean, it's not about stop thinking about it, but you don't want to put your attention on what's frustrating. Put your attention on what's working, because as you put your attention on what's working, you'll create that it works on that particular person, and it must work on anyone. If it could work once, it's going to work exactly how you want it to work. If you need additional help, there are so many ways to work with me. I have one-on-one coaching available. I have a great VIP group if you want to be part of a manifesting community. Today, I did a topic about manifesting $5,000. So right now we are doing a challenge manifesting $5,000, because if we can manifest $5,000, I'm going to start doing challenges. We will manifest $5,000, and we're building it up, and we're going to make it bigger each time. Okay, so we started at 100, we went to 500 to 1,000, now at 5,000. Manifesting money. So that's my VIP group. If you want a free community, I have my Facebook group. Join me in my Facebook group. You could ask your questions there, post your success stories. And I have those of you who've done my self-concept course, let me know. I want to know. I've gotten so many emails with success stories. So post your success stories. Send me your success stories. I want to hear your success stories. And any of you who have questions about my self-study course, my self-concept course, let me know if you have questions. You could always email me at lifestylemanifesting@gmail.com or send me a DM on Instagram. But I love you guys. Have an amazing day. I'll see you next time. Bye.